Hello, this is Steve Thoele, Principal Broker with Premier Property Group, and bringing you another weekly update on the Newberg, Oregon real estate market. This update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity ending this past Sunday, September 25th. So, as I always do, I'm going to share my screen with you now and go through the info with you. So, first off, looking at active listing activity, this last week in Newberg, I show we had 10 new properties come on the market. You can kind of see where that compares over the prior 8 weeks here. It's kind of in the middle, down from 17 the prior week, and end of the week with 91 homes on the market, which is you can kind of see is a slight high for the 8 weeks, up from a low of 75 and a couple weeks back and 90 this last week. The median list price and days on market for those actives, you can kind of see where that's been. Started at 8 weeks back, 590, hit a high of 613 about a month ago. And it's popped back down. It's been right around the 590 range here for the past 3 weeks. Days on market, you can kind of see that started off kind of rising, got up to a high of 52. It's fallen back a bit. This last week kind of came in at 40 with the arrival of kind of more of these new listings kind of coming on here over the past couple of weeks. And moving along to pending sales. So last week in Newberg, I show we had 6 new pendings this last week, same as the week prior, kind of in the middle of kind of where it's been over this past 8 weeks, as you can kind of see here with the blue bars. And total pendings as of this week was 57, which is up 1 from the prior week. You can kind of see, for the past 5 weeks, it's been pretty steady here, but certainly kind of down from where we were earlier in the period, high of 74. And the median price and days on market for the pendings, outside of 1 week here, where it was down at 475, it's been, hovering right around the 500,000 mark here over the past 8 weeks. Days on market has, increased from where it was. We were at 13 for about a month, and it started climbing. Last 2 weeks, it's been right at 29 days of average market time for homes that have been getting into contract here in Newberg. So, basically about a month is average time for getting a home under contract currently. Sold listing activity. So as of the time I put this together, I show we had 7 properties go from pending to sold in Newberg this last week. About the same as where it's been. You can kind of see on a weekly basis over this past month, but certainly kind of down from where we were earlier in the period. And then you can kind of see what's happening with the, looking at closings over the prior 4 weeks on a weekly basis. So I look back over the, prior 4 weeks for this last week. We only had 28 closings in Newberg, which you can kind of see is down substantially from where we were here. We're peaking about a month ago at 54. So, closing activity has definitely has dropped off here over this past month. And then the median sold price and days on market for the solds, that has been dropping as well in terms of the price. We had a high of 534 8 weeks back. You kind of see it had gone down to a low of 455 2 weeks back. And then this past week, popped back up a bit to 483. The days on market for those solds, a bit of up and down here. You can kind of see it started at 7, got up to 14, and it had kind of come back down to, roughly about the same 7. This last week kind of came in at 9 days of market time. And then finally, we'll look at the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the original list price. The red bars is that weeks of inventory. You kind of see we started off with close to about 10 weeks of inventory to start with, and that dwindled down as, the number of closings kind of increased. Got down to about 6 weeks of inventory, and then you can kind of see it's just really kind of shot up here over the past 3 weeks because of the lower number of closings I just talked about. And then the inventory is a little higher than what it was a month ago. So the combined forces of all that, got us up to about 13 weeks of inventory now. So, so that's over 3 months now of inventory currently in Newberg. So, that's in my mind, we're getting into, no longer a seller's market, but more of a, close to a balanced market environment, I would say. We'll see if this holds. It wouldn't surprise me if this kind of dips back down again, with pendings and then, a lower number of new listings kind of coming on the market as we head deeper into fall here, but we will see. And then the sale prices, those prices, you can kind of see that's kind of climbed back. We were at about 100% 8 weeks ago. Dipped down here pretty low, but it was artificial, as I've been kind of talking about in prior videos over this past month, because there were some listings that sold way under the asking price, and that drug the average down. So we're back up to about, now that those have kind of fallen away, we're back up to about 99, 100% of list price. So, pricing's still holding, but, it's taking longer for things to sell. And we've just got, a greater level of inventory in Newberg. So we'll see where it heads from here, but it's definitely slowing for sure. So I hope this weekly update has been helpful and informative for you. If so, always appreciate any likes, comments, shares that you have. If you're watching this on YouTube, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. It's a great way for you to keep up to date on what's happening in your local market here in Newberg. If I can ever answer any questions or be of any help, please don't hesitate to reach out. My number is 503-680-2065. I'd be happy to talk with you further. And as always, thank you for watching. Hope you have an awesome day and week. And have a great day. Thanks.